What's going on, everybody? It is an absolutely beautiful day today, and I'm not going to sit inside for today. But we are going to be covering a little something today. Today we're going to be talking about something that's come up recently. But before we get into that, let me get this boat hooked up so we can get out there and go do some fishing in this beautiful weather. And I'll get back with y'all out there on the water. Well, the fishing sucks today, so we're going to go ahead and get into what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to get my opinion out there, voice my opinion about something that kind of grinded my gears a little bit. Something that happened a couple weeks ago over at the Bassmaster Open on the Red River. Keith Poche won the Bassmaster Open on the Red River. He won it using a flatboat with a 90-horse outboard. Regular outboard, mind you, not a jet drive, regular low unit with a prop, regular motor. Since then, some pros that were there started to stink online and even protested his win, saying it was unfair. They said that he was able to get areas they couldn't, which, yeah, he had a flatboat. That was his choice to run a flatboat. That choice was not a choice he made lightly. Keith had to decide, in the Bassmaster Opens, you have to decide to use a boat all year. You can't swap boats for different events. So he chose to run that flatboat all year through all 9 Opens. He fished Lake Oneida in that boat. He fished Chesapeake Bay in that boat. You could say he was at a clear disadvantage in those lakes. The reason why Keith decided to use this boat all year is because it suits his style of fishing. He likes to be up in the woods fishing. The meat and potato style fishing, flipping the bank. That's what he likes. While you out there using your live scope in 30 feet of water, he's with that little flatboat getting way back in the backwaters where you can't, flipping. It's just the way he fishes. He was able to use it all to his advantage this tournament, and he won. Rightfully so. Well within the rules of the tournament and within the laws of the state. Well, like I said, people protested it. He passed polygraph tests. He did everything he had to prove that what he did was well within the rules. Going into the third day, the morning of the third day, he gets to a spot and he finds rocks across the mouth of this little spot he was getting into. Someone sabotaged him. Someone tried to block him from getting in there. Keith gets on the phone with the tournament director, Hank Weldon, I think is his name. Gets on the phone with him. Says, hey, look, this is what's going on. You know, these people, somebody's sabotaging me. While he's on the phone with them, his fans who follow him around to watch, they hear what's going on. They hop in the water and start moving rocks. Keith says, hold up a second. Hold on. I didn't ask for this. He told his marshal, dude, I did not ask for this. His marshal agreed. Hey, no, he didn't ask for this. He's on the phone with Hank. I didn't ask for this, and they're starting to move rocks. Hank said, well, hey, if they're moving them rocks under their own will, so be it. So Keith even went another step further. He said, dude, can I post something on social media of a video of how I'm getting in here? And Hank said, yes, you can. You just cannot interact with people during tournament hours on your social media. Okay, hands his phone to his marshal. Video how I'm getting in here. Show these people that I am not doing anything wrong. He used his motor for most of the way till he couldn't move anymore, shut the motor down and push pulled the rest of the way. That's it. 100% within the rules. I have no sympathy for anybody who complains about someone beating him with less. None. You know, if I got mad, y'all see my boat here. I'm fortunate to have a nice boat. If I got mad someone beat me with a less expensive rig, I'd have quit a long time ago. A long time ago. But I can't. I would never get mad at that. All I can do is concentrate on the fish I can get to and how to catch them better so I can compete. I would never get mad at someone for beating me with less expensive of a rig. I hesitate to call it less of a rig because it's what these people want. It's what these guys want. That's the exact rig they want to be able to fish their style. These people who are complaining, who try to sabotage Keith, who are complaining that he won with less. Keith doesn't even have a depth finder on the front of his boat. These people complaining that he won with less, y'all need to just go ahead and eat your humble pie, wash it down with that shut up juice, and carry your butt to the next tournament and try to do better. You got beat. Get over it. Like I said before, Keith decided to fish this boat all year, putting himself in what some people would call a disadvantage in certain areas. Another thing that's probably pissing some people off is that he is in the lead for the Angler of the Year. He's in the lead for the Angler of the Year of the Bassmaster Opens out of this flatboat. He qualified for the Elite Series out of this flatboat. This does nothing but help the bass fishing industry. How many times have you heard people say, or have you even said, I can't compete with them, I don't have the equipment? He has no depth finder on the front of his boat. None. And he goes out there and competes, and he is leading Angler of the Year. One of the hardest trophies to win in bass fishing. And he is leading it out of a flatboat. Come on, folks, that does nothing but help the industry. That shows all these young kids who are like, man, I need this, I need that to compete. No, you don't. You need it up here. Don't matter what equipment you got. We kind of have a situation here one time with a local big tournament that was out of the East Pearl all the time. One of the rules in this tournament was that you couldn't use a tiller handle boat. I don't understand that. As long as that boat follows these rules on this placard here, the outboard horsepower and has all the safety features and all that, then why can't they fish? Seems to me like what happening was that people with these bigger boats were headed down to Delacroix every tournament. Then they started realizing they were coming back and getting beat by folks with $1,000 flatboats going right up to West Pearl. Hey, that might hurt some feelings, but that's what it seems like. If I'm wrong, comment below, let me know. I just, like I said, I do not have any sympathy for someone who cries and complains that they got beat by someone who has less of a rig or less of equipment or whatever. You could kind of say it's the same thing as live scope. We have one spectrum saying live scope, this is going to be the next real talk, by the way. Some people saying live scope's ruining fishing. It's unfair. Then this person, he has too little, it's unfair. Where does it end, folks? Like I said, these people just need to lick their wounds and go on home. They got beat. I would love to hear what you guys think. Comment below. Let me know your feelings on the situation. You think it was fair or not? You think I'm fair on my look on the situation or what? I definitely invite you guys. Go check out Keith Poche's Instagram. Check out that video of him getting into his spot. It was kind of funny. He said some very choice words about the saboteurs. It was kind of funny. He was also on, I think, Bass Talk Live. He was on a couple podcasts. If y'all new here or you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. Hit that like button so that the YouTube algorithm and the NASA computers can tell where to send my videos so that they get viewed more. Really appreciate you guys watching it. I'll see y'all on the next one.